Brian J. Golf at Ridgemont Country Club in Rochester, New York. So we brought you down. Maybe it's a little warmer in Orlando.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for being with us.
It was the 50s yesterday, so we were getting ready for snow again.
Well, and you're going to help us hit it more squarely on the club face. This is a common complaint I hear a lot of people talk about. So what's the first step that you tell your players when trying to address this issue?
Well, the first thing we want to do is we want to assess where they're at. They may not be able to aim the club face properly, or they may not be able to hit a shot in the air. So we want to get real data on them. So one way that we do that is we actually take a marked ball. I pre-marked a couple of golf balls today with a little dot on the golf ball. And what we want to do is we actually want to take that dot and we want to place it on the ground and face it towards the club face.
Okay.
So that we can see where their club face is. And so I'll perform a few shots that we might see on the range while we're doing an assessment. And we might see a pattern like that, where the toe of the club is hit. And so they'll get a little mark on that, and then we'll ask, how did that feel? Did you feel like you flushed it? Did you feel like the spin was all right? How was the height on the shot? Was the distance where you wanted it to be? And typically they don't know.
Well, and a lot of it's about getting accurate feedback.
Exactly.
And that, even though maybe that wasn't a perfect shot, you can work with that information.
Correct. Yeah, and then we can start to take a look at changing that. We may have them hit another ball, and with instruction we might say, okay, that hit on the toe. Let's see if we can hit it on the heel this time.
Okay. And all of this and how the ball interacts with the face affects that ball shape and the ball flight as well. And so this is the first step to addressing it.
Right, and one of the issues that a lot of students have too is they aim the club face and they feel like it's moving towards the target, and it might be way left or way right of the target as well. So we'll hit another one here, get a little more feedback. And that's pretty common as well.
The overcorrection.
Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of overcorrectors in golf. And we want to talk to people and let them know that that's fine at the beginning, but we want to get square contact on the club face.
So now that we have the feedback, how do we practice to get better at hitting it more in control, I guess? If you want to be able to feel it off the toe, you want to be able to feel it off the heel, and you want to be able to start it where you want it to
Right, we want it to start on line. So we add in another layer to this where we would actually use a 3-rod system. So I like to use rods, or we can use clubs also if you don't have alignment rods. I like to use 3 colors. So I like to use a different color rod in the center. And then all we'll do is just form a little model or a matrix so that we have a starting point for the golf ball. And it'll give the student a reference point on where the ball is starting and relative to where it's finishing. So we would set up the ball. We'd also take another dotted ball, line it up, and then have them hit it. At this time, too, we would be instructing on postural issues and where their knuckles are moving. And so it helps them out.
But this is very visual, and you do it while you're hitting.
Yeah, while you're hitting, and we want to randomize the practice as well. So we'll have people hit shots to the left side, then to the right side, then to the left side. And intrinsically, what they'll do is they'll just start moving their body line. And they'll hit a draw, and they'll be all excited about it. And then they'll hit a fade, and they'll be excited about it. So we'll hit one to the draw side.
I like what you said about randomized practice. I think that's a key point for the viewers at home, is that you don't want to be hitting the same shot over and over and over again.
Yeah, and that's not a round of golf. There's a place for block practice, and block practice would be when you're working on positional golf. You're working on one thing, one shot, and you just hit it over and over and over again. That's typically what we see on the range. My academy is a little bit different. We randomize our practice. We play games. And inside of this game, or what we're doing is we're actually creating a round of golf on the grounds of the practice tee.
I think that's the best way to practice. I appreciate you being in. Thanks, Brian, for all that instruction. We are looking forward to hearing from you later this week, and we'll be posting new tips with Brian all week long on Golf Channel Academy Facebook and Twitter pages. And to book a lesson with Brian or to find a coach near you, go to golfchannelacademy.com.